Hi folks, Fuzz here, welcome back to our Ni No Kuni II, the Tale of a Timeless Tome walkthrough. I guess is really what it's become now, isn't it? I mean, we've been going through all the quests here and having some fun as we go actually, so we're going to be continuing on today. The quest is updated now and we need to go ahead and find the second High Higgledy, but before we do that, we need to find the key. So no doubt this will not actually be a physical key, but some other kind of object that's going to allow us access to the memory lane. So when you're ready, make your way over to the 3000 Fathoms area of, well, basically where the save point is here. So I'll just show you that on the map. Okay, yeah, 3000 fathoms deep of the abyss. So nice, easy location to get to. And then we're going to jump on this water spout here. And this will take us back to the King's Cradle for this particular zone. And as before, there's going to be numerous red items on the floor, most of which are going to be just decoys, don't actually give us anything. But if we head over to the giant shell building where the King's Cradle is, we can see this red object just next to it. And this is actually the one that we're going to want to go ahead and loot. So then we'll get a bit of dialogue between Evan and Lofty. And of course we cast a materialise spell. And this time, instead of a photograph, we obtain a little ring. So a small piece of jewellery, eh? But one so small that even a child such as Evan can't go ahead and wear it. Right, so once we've gone ahead and grabbed the item, our next location is of course going to be heading back towards the Midnight Garden. And don't forget, you can just teleport straight there. Now that we've gone ahead and unlocked the area, we haven't got to actually traverse back through to the kingdom and go to the hotel or stay the night at an inn or anything. So yep, need to speak to the rabbit conductor once more before we can unlock the area that we need to go to. Yeah, something strange about that ring, isn't there? Right, so the memory lane has indeed unlocked. Which one was it? Was it this one? Wasn't really paying attention to tell you the truth. Yep, it was. Use the little ring to unlock the door. Let's go for it. So I'll be interested to see how hard the monsters are going to start to get now, because I might have to spend some time levelling up shortly. As they are actually catching up with us, aren't they?
Now.
Oh.
Yes. Well.
What? Oh.
Okay, so looks like we're getting some more recent story about the Queen here, rather than, as was suggested, a bit of a past story with Auntie Martha, from when she was much younger, of course. So let's just go ahead here and check out the map for this area. Right, so it looks like there's an NPC over this side. I'm not sure who that would be, but I did see a dot on the map. We will, of course, grab some of the sparklies as well. I'm not exactly sure if yet, I mean, please let me know if you know the answer to this, but are there actually any new materials to collect in this expansion? Or is it just the usual stuff? for various crafting in the kingdom. Okay, an NPC of note importance by the looks of things. And let's just check out what kind of enemies we're going to be dealing with. Level 85. Okay, so perhaps something similar to the previous dungeon so far. That's fine. Let's just try and avoid them if we can. One of the good things about lower level enemies is you don't have to fight them, of course. But as they start to get a little bit closer to your level, then yeah, the aggro radius is a little less forgiving as well. Let's go the longer way, the slightly longer way. Got a feeling that if there's any chests scattered about, then this is where they might be. Ah, look at that, you see? I know what I'm talking about. Well, actually, I rarely do, but I've got something right for once in my life. Okay, it was only a violet pastel. Still, a chest is a chest. And the Hydropolitan man says before the undersea volcano erupted, our kingdom was full of lush greenery. And now it's all gone. All gone. Yeah, there's probably chests down here. And I have heard, oh, I can't be bothered, but I have heard that you can get manuals and stuff from chests. Though right now I've not discovered any of them. So far all the chests I've found have just contained mostly rubbish stuff. Like that pastel. Anything lurking? Nope. Okay, looks like we're heading into the next area then at this point. So possibly some kind of boss fight. I'd imagine. Of some kind. Let's see what the weaknesses are, shall we? Okay, monster type. What is that vulnerability? I don't recognise that one. Looks like some kind of stone of some kind. So it's like the blue flanny thingy for the monster type. So bring the dragons down. Bring the sliminess rather, up. Yeah, I can't see that weakness anywhere on the tactic tweaker. Okay, well, we'll have to ignore it for now. And see what it is that we're about to be put up against. Okay, so more regular encounter. A little bit like with the wyverns previously, isn't it? Although if it's anything like that, there's going to be a lot more slimes here than we're currently seeing. Yep, I can see them all spawning already. Although, probably means lots of loot as well. Since the wyverns were loot central, weren't they? Do you remember that? Just a reminder as well for people, since I tend to get asked this in every single video in the comments, I'm playing on hard difficulty. So, unless I change it, and I will tell you if I do, all my videos will be recorded on hard difficulty. So I find it to be a genuinely decent balance. I mean, I could probably handle some of these enemies on expert, but especially if they start to level up, it can just be a little bit insane expert. So I find hard, as I say, to be just a more appropriate balance for my sensibilities. Let's leave it like that. By the way, guys, something I should mention as well, despite the fact that these levels are quite low of these enemies compared to our own levels, after the last video, I actually found some of the items I grabbed were pretty decent upgrades, including this weapon that I've currently got wielded with, what's his face here, with Evan. Yeah, 787 damage. That was from the last set of wyverns we were killing, which wasn't too bad, seeing as how they were a lot lower level than us. Fairly simple battle. Didn't have to worry so much about doing any special moves or anything there. I love all this loot. So much fun. Something quite therapeutic getting it. Okay, it's a little bit annoying heading over to the shop later to sell it all, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. For now, we'll just keep moving on, collecting loot, killing enemies, and having a blast while we do it. I've forgotten how much I enjoyed Ni no Kuni 2. I know a lot of people prefer the original, but I've had a real good time with this game. I'll be honest with you, I really did enjoy it. I would have loved all this content that we're playing now to have been part of the end game on its initial release, but hey, it's been an excuse to come back to it after so many months, so I'm happy.
Now.
Yeah, so in the last memory lane that we did, if I remember, there was 3 mini dungeons, with the 3rd culminating in the boss fight at the end. I think it was 3. So I'm suspecting that it's going to be something similar here. So we've just done the 1. So this will be the 2nd little mini dungeon. And I suspect that the main boss fight will be after the next one.
Yes.
Yeah, off we go again. So let's just double check the map, see what we're dealing with in this place. Okay, so it looks like we can take a brief detour over to the east, a little bit further in. There may be something there worth grabbing. You can also talk to the NPCs, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to ignore them, seeing as how they don't actually offer anything that's required by the story as far as I'm aware. As in, advancing the story, the quest, whatever you want to call it. We seem to be getting a lot of that black and blustery leather. Not sure if it's useful for anything at the moment. Right, yeah, so this is the detour. This easternly path. But detours usually mean chests. And it looks like this case will be no different. I wouldn't mind some manuals, to be honest with you. So that we can boost our martial methods. Yay! There you go, look. Got a mediums manual. So that'll give us an extra point to work with. Plus I grabbed a couple of manuals as well from the kingdom. Some of the NPCs will have little side quests. Or they'll be marked by little side quests when really they just want to give you those manuals. And that's how you're going to level up your new martial methods. And of course there could be something lurking around every corner. No manual that time, sadly. Right. Probably going to be boss time. I just want to sort something out quickly. Okay, I just had to take a quick break then. You also need to just change the tactics. Well, you don't need to, but you might want to change the tactic tweaker back over to dragons. Although you can always check the icons out, of course, yourself on the pedestal. And, ooh, one of these guys, is it? Okay, let's take care of business. A level 93 Cetus. Interesting stuff. Okay, let's try and activate some Higgledies here. That's not very nice, is it? Right, where's it gone? Where's that Cetus? I forgot what the button is as well, actually, to absorb the Higgledies. Oh, it's when you cast a spell, I think, isn't it? So it could be a bit tricky, since how this guy keeps disappearing and reappearing, etc. Where is it? Hey, stop that. Ooh, its tail's out now. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, it's down, it's down. Come on, come on. Lay on the damage. Yeah, bring out the Higgledy Knights. Usually does the trick. Thought it was down again then, but no such luck. It's just killing me, that's all. It's almost down. Ooh, golden. Where's it gone? Oh, come here. Yeah, that's more like it. Not that I need it now. This thing's about to die. Will we get it off before it goes underground? Maybe. Oh man, trying to dodge that is really annoying. It's got such a wide effect on it. Right, he's back now anyway. And that's got to be the end of him. Yeah, he's down. Not as much loot this time because of only one enemy. But job done. Let's see what's next. Let's see what challenge awaits for us, shall we?
Oh.
Ah,
Come on.
I'm assuming then, as I mentioned before, this is probably the third and final area for this particular memory lane. So there could be a few chests scattered around. I'm not sure if the entire city is explorable in this particular section of the memory, but it could very well be. At the very least, quite a chunk of it could be. And since I probably don't want to miss out on any chests that have the manuals in them, yeah, look at that. It's probably worth just going around, seeing if there's any of those to grab. Indeed, there's one. So, Manual of the Magician, that's the first martial method that we learned on this particular expansion. Can't remember what it's called now, but it's the one that empowers your spells. And then the other one we got, which was Martha's martial method, is the one that empowers your Higgledies. And that's the one I've currently got set up. But both seem quite interesting. Although also both do seem to require you to have to stand still for a while you cast the abilities. Which is especially annoying for those of you that are playing on Expert, where you just don't really get that opportunity to do that. But let's go ahead and take care of some of these enemies here, shall we? Since I've been avoiding the trash quite a bit recently, but it looks like we're fairly close to levelling. So probably wouldn't be a bad thing. There we go, look. Okay. There might be another chest around somewhere, but I think we managed to grab everything. So, fairly small level, actually. Or rather, fairly small dungeon floor thingy. What we got here? Fairies, fire, and stars. Whatever the stars is, I'm not totally sure. What am I doing? Tactic tweaker. So, yeah, we want fairies. Fire and stars, wasn't it? So I've actually got to make a choice here. I'm assuming stars is to do with confusion. Let's just go ahead and select fire. Maybe we can cast fireball on whatever it is that we're going to be facing off against here in due course. And, ooh. This looks a little mean. It's like a shadow wyvern of some kind, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Well.
Hmm.
If I may be so bold.
What?
Yes.
Hmm. Good luck, everyone.
Okay, so it's not a wyvern, it's a crow monster. At least that's what I've just been told. And there's nasty stuff all over the place. Let's try and... I can't reach it. We're going to throw some spells on it or use range attacks. Oh no, it's down, it's down, it's down. Right, let's gather up some Higgledies and... boing! Oh, I like it. And the good thing is that the Higgledies will replenish quite quickly, thanks to the fact that the Martha's method gives you plenty more Higgledy balls. So let's move away out of range a moment. Bring that back up and fire. I mean, it's fair, it doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage. Maybe we need to boost it up more. Let's bring our Higgledy Knights into the fray. Still a great build, this, it seems. Even though we only got one knight, sometimes we can get a lot more. We can get 2 or 3.
I'm counting on you.
Because the green guys will occasionally copy the white Higgledies. Oh, well, I know why it didn't do a lot of damage. We didn't actually gather them close enough. So we need to get into the fray with all the Higgledies. Suck them all up. There we go. Got a nice big golden ball there. And yeah, we did some good damage then. In fact, we knocked it unconscious, I think. Let's bring the cannon out. Yeah, this is more like it. Let's get some damage in. Replenish those Higgledies that we've used up. Let's head over to the Higgledy Knights. Any more? Any more knights? Yep, another one. Right, let's try and gather them up again. Yeah, see what I mean? You have to stand in one place for so long. It's one of the annoying things, to tell you the truth, about both of the new martial methods. Because the enemies aren't particularly kind, are they? Themselves, and allowing you to stand in one place, or in fact them standing in one place so as you can actually target them correctly. Right, avoid all the bad stuff. And again.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, golden. Oh, it's gone too high now. No way we can get that, is there? Is there? Yes! Right, come on. Let's unleash some powerful spells here, please. Oh, that's still one of the most powerful spells in our arsenal, whatever it is. Are we there? I think so. Yes, we are. Victory! But I haven't seen a High Higgledy yet. So maybe now that's about to change. Wow, cutscene.
Evan!
Thank you.
Okay, so an interesting but ultimately meaningless wedding, I guess, since it was just part of a false memory. I am very sad there's not enough voice acting, or in fact, really any voice acting in this DLC. I think it could really have done with that. Okay, so there we have it. The second High Higgledy quest is complete. And no doubt we'll pick up the quest for the next. Okay, looks like we're getting some new patterns or something for new items. We've got something for accessories then, so maybe we can check those out. And we also got Hibba the Hopeful as our latest High Higgledy. So I'm not sure if there'll be any room for him in our party, unfortunately. But perhaps he could be a bit of fun to test out with at some point. Alright then, guys. Well, I'll just check, actually, before I finish off, if those accessories are of any use. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of nice new items that have been added. The Ring of Animus 6, which if we just go ahead and see the arms here, this gives you some pretty decent damage boosts when your health is low or when an ailment is in effect. So that's when a negative status ailment is on the character. So basically, when you're hit by a negative effect, then your damage is boosted, according to this, quite drastically, so it could be worth testing. And then for the necklace, there's a new item, the Master's Little Helper, number 6, which gives a big boost to health and gives you a chance of not being killed when your health drops otherwise to 0. And then also makes you invulnerable for longer when dodging, which could have been useful on one of those previous fights, couldn't it? Where we kept getting hit after dodging. So, unfortunately, can't craft them yet because we need to get bronze ingots. Not sure how we go about that. But worth noting as well is that on the map you can see there's at least one new quest which has opened up. This is definitely since we've done the second memory lane, because I'd already checked these out before. So I'm expecting this to be another manual of some kind as opposed to an actual quest. So let's just see. Yeah, it's another mediums manual. So I'm going to go and invest some of these points that I've been collecting at the Spellworks. No, not the Spellworks, sorry. Whichever place it is that we do that at. But I'm going to go ahead and finish here anyway, guys. So thanks for joining me today. Hope the video's been helpful to you. And come back soon for more Ni no Kuni 2. Have a great day.